Hello. Hi guys, how we doing? Boo, it's me. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. So my internet died. Yeah. I was like, I saw it die and I saw the stream disconnected. I'm like, alright. It has happened before. I'll just give it a minute. Come back in a minute, probably. Nope. Somebody ran over our internet cord with a lawnmower. So it was gone for a while. We got it fixed though, temporarily. But the stream might cut out again. If it does, that's just it for the day. That's just how it goes. That's you know, that's how it be. That's how it be. It might disconnect again. We don't know. I can't predict the future. But we'll play until then. Or hopefully it doesn't do it. Hopefully it doesn't. Fingers crossed. It doesn't. Anyway, hello, I'm back. Let's just get back into it. Wow, crazy. 6:02 p.m. That was an hour ago. Alright. So, I'll read a bit of what happened because I don't know when it cut off. Okay. Alright. You get points for flair, but that's about all you get. Ugh, I thought I was onto something there too. I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard. Or are you claiming the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above? Huh? It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means at the very moment of the crime. Wait, I know. And that's where we are. I don't know how far back. I don't know if I needed to go back further, but, yeah. Quite ironic the stream shut down after Payne spoke. Payne's the one that ran over the internet cord. At the time of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there. What's this now? I mean, that's the only explanation. Right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. We should arrange to examine the cupboard in the hideout immediately. Okay. What? Okay. Anything you say, Phoenix, right? Anything you say. Bailiff, send a team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try to move the cupboard. Your Honor. What? There is one more thing your men should look for. Please give this to the bailiff. I don't know why I looked at that trying to read it, as if it was possible to read. Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright. Ooh, I do my best. He's so cool. But let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here. Which means... Apollo, try moving the cupboard. It's... Okay, fine, here. There you go. Oh! Thank you. I see. The window's blocked. As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been as shown here. Now everything is in place to reconstruct Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my, he's so theatrical and dramatic. Oh my. What's this? What is it now? Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more. It appears we found yet another contradiction. Crazy! What I believe to be the final contradiction, in fact. I love the new Phoenix. He's so sassy. He's like, I got nothing to lose anymore. I've already lost it all. Huh? Oh, dang. Notice something, Apollo? Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator. Is it the victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness? Which indicator in this diagram contradicts what we know about the crime? Well, do I really need to point it out? He can't have looked through the window. About this cupboard, are we all okay with assuming it was moved? Sure, why not? Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. I feel like Phoenix has just adopted Apollo and Apollo doesn't realize it. Real. The cupboard would completely cover up the window to the stairs. Oh! That's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin. What did you say? Oh? Is the coolest defense in the West losing his cool? Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was, while the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court exactly Where did you witness the crime scene from? Excuse me, Your Honor? Order! This is a court of law and I will have order. We just now received word from our investigative team at the Borscht Bowl Club. They've examined the cupboard in the hideout. That was fast. That was really fast. Your Honor. Oh? And what did they find? Well, Your Honor, it turns out there is a secret passage behind it. What? Whoa, a secret passage. Love that. Yeah, I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. Did he? I really don't remember him mentioning that. Oh, this is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about. I do remember him saying something about that, now that he mentions it. Did he? He might have. I don't remember. A secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal goings-on. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law. Phoenix, shh. Shh. You're in a courtroom, Phoenix. Shh. Phoenix, shh. Don't say that. So the room has a secret passage? Where does it go? The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses could get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer. You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo? I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. One sec. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked and the victim's hat was only off his head for a few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder. Payne's like, God damn it, I wanted him convicted. There he goes again, he's found a twist. And Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head. I can't believe that that's the big plot, like, turning point. Oh, I dropped my phone of this episode, of this trial, is the victim's bald head. If he wasn't bald, this would have gone so differently. If he wasn't bald, Mr. Gavin would have gotten away with it. That's crazy. Was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin, come on, say something. Dare I ask what really happened that night? Actually, I think we can figure it out for ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith. A date with destiny. Don't get confused with the other kind of date. He would never. There he crouched, hidden in the secret passageway behind the cupboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it. Ah! Why did you do that? Wait here, I'll get help. Miss Olga Orley was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops. leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. The victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside. Then he wheeled his chair around to look, and after the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime. The animation for these theories is really cool. It is. Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor. And the fact that they were all red. Ooh. Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Gavin? Mr. Payne? Oh, okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion. Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. I thought for sure we got Phoenix this time. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
Objection!
Oh, come on. Oh, no need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself. He's so fabulous. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. Your point, Mr. Gavin? Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked that a person of your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick. Excuse me? The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. You know, it's crazy that this is the first time someone's mentioned Phoenix using illegal evidence, because he has 100% used so much illegal evidence before. So much evidence that should be inadmissible in a court. But this is the first time they're like, actually, you can't do that. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
Actually, Mr. Gavin, I'm his defense attorney.
Illegal evidence?
Objection!
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course. This bottle, for instance. The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking. How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints. Am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes. The fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
I seem to recall this being an issue earlier. The court in this case demand an explanation. I can think of only one reason why one would hold the bottle upside down, and that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor, or to pick them up by the neck, it's so obvious it was Gavin that got him in trouble last time. He did the literal tactic he tried when Phoenix got in trouble. See how the catfish squirms to the last? Well, Apollo?
Yes?
Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still, but I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation. Just like that. Yeah, just like, what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to
Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. Is there really another? Take another look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer there in plain sight. How about you just say the answer in plain words, pretty please? It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions, indeed. Well, Mr. Justice? Mr. Gavin said that the court, in this case, demanded an explanation. Don't worry. Justice won't leave until justice is done. Is that your catchphrase? Is that your catchphrase, Apollo? I love it. Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court? What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down? Because he grabbed them from the neck to pick them up? It's actually easier to show you than explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor next to your chair. Excuse me? On the floor? What kind of... Who puts bottles on the floor? Yeah. Now, reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair. Now. See? You naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers upside down. Boom. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of his piano bench. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times. Oh wow, why, I can't believe it was that simple. Recall our dinner that evening, Kristoff. I was drinking my usual juice then too. Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed. But then you must have remembered. So you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano. And you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon. Gotcha. Order, order, order. What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin? Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection. What? You claim that I switched the bottle. Where's your proof? Proof? Well, that's, as I thought. More baseless conjecture. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty.
Objection!
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Ooh. Your Honor, when you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier, do you recall I requested an additional investigation? Ah, yes. I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Borscht Bowl Club. And here's one of the bottles in question. How did they get here? Who brought them in? What are you going to dust that for fingerprints too? I'd be surprised if any were on that but his. Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such a novice mistake, true. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything. Say, Apollo? Yeah? Why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle? But, will I? Just humor me. Mr. Wright, that bottle will solve this case, once and for all. What? That's crazy. That's some bottle. It must be magic. Is there a genie in there? Oh! Oh! He said he shoved the card in it. That's right, the card that was in his pocket. There's something inside the bottle. Oh, that's right. What's this? That card. It can't be. Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment. Miss Olga Orley? Yeah, our little swindling Devachka. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Oh, Phoenix is so clever. Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. Yeah, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. Grape juice. 5 of hearts. This is the card. The bottles were swapped. And the only one who could have done that was the 4th person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Gotcha. Ooh. He's... Whoa. Oh. That was cool. Wait, that was sick. He has the power of levitation. Get him. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, Phoenix. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Ooh. Revenge? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Oh, it's all connected. My past is like my logic, straight and true. Okay, Phoenix. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Hey, that's me! I'm Justice! Hi, I'm here! Fine. I'm glad we could have this little, tete-a-tete, right? This is insane. What about me? Don't I get to prosecute anyone? I believe this time we finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christoph Gavin? He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now. I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he? None that we know of. Mr. Wright, have you anything to add? I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter. About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession to be sure, and that's all we know about him. I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor. Good. Mr. Wright? Yeah? 7 years and you still haven't lost your touch. Hey guys! It's me, Apollo Justice. I'm the protagonist now. I'm here too. Christoph Gavin was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer. He was extremely talented, to be sure. I needed 2 things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated, this courtroom. The second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo. Me? This is a dark time for our legal system. A twisting of justice brought on by our very own initial trial system. We have to set it right. Mr. Wright, you're right. You gotta set it right. That's your name. It's your destiny. Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Confetti? Yay! Confetti! Yay! Yay! Phoenix has so much swag standing like that. What? He's so cool. Court is adjourned. April 20th, 4:28 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 3. Thanks, Apollo. You came through just like I thought you would. I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. It was you who cornered Mr. the killer. Couldn't have done it by myself. You sensed it too today, didn't you? Your ability. My magical powers. Ability? Yeah, a sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough. Wait, wonder if he means... I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true.
What's this weird vibe I'm getting? What was that, Mr. Wright? Was that the drugs? You'll have to find the answer to that question yourself. Answer. Right. Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them about Mr. Gavin. What possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come. Wait, you don't know, do you? This locket is the key. Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket. There she is. Your daughter, right? That's right. She's my daughter. You know, you were right about this locket. I took this off his neck the night he died. But it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is, this locket really did belong to him. Okay. Hold up. Now, why did Mr. Shady Smith have a locket with your daughter in it, Phoenix? Please tell the court. Wait, but that's perjury. You testified. You said that locket was yours. I said no such thing, actually. Huh? I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside. A subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless. And it's the truth. Wait, but then why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside it? Sorry. Sorry. It's just... it's just the sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time. Oh, the gayest path. I got it now. You're still getting started with your career. Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Gavin Law Offices after all. I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuffs. Apollo? Yeah? How about coming to work for me? You mean at the Wright & Co. Law Offices? I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it. I can't imagine that to be true, but... Wait, but didn't you... You're not a... Oh, I turned in my badge, yeah. I'm not an attorney anymore. That incident 7 years ago. That legendary trial. And at the middle of it, all was one man. Phoenix Wright. The case reached its sad conclusion, and he left law for good. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts? I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. Oh, no, Phoenix. Forged evidence? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. One piece of evidence struck me as odd, it's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect. But this was the forged evidence. The card, right? Because why would he have it? If anything, Mr. Gavin should have it. You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright. Yeah, that card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong card in its place, luckily for us. The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud. A fraud? How can you be so sure? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene. The real killer. My verdict was already handed down.
7 years ago. Then you really... Yeah, I forged this card. Ooh, Phoenix, why don't we talk about this outside the courtroom? One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real. But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney. Oh, here's the thing, Apollo. He doesn't call himself an attorney. Who's calling themselves an attorney, Apollo? Phoenix, what happened to you? So it's true. He became the one thing he swore to destroy. So it's true. The rumor's true. 7 years ago. None of that matters much now, does it? Whoa! Whoa! Did he slap him? Oh, he punched him! I punched him. Ooh. Ugh, yikes. It's your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office's address. Drop in if you like. Phoenix is like, I've been punched so much before, this is nothing. Mr. Wright. Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, "Take that!" next time. I find it packs a little more punch. And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time. You were on trial for murder. Oh my gosh. Okay, Phoenix. And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door. And that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved. And at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. If he truly did forge evidence 7 years ago, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a genuinely good reason. Yeah. I'd find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins. Huzzah! Yay! We finally beat the tutorial! Despite the world wanting to stop me so much from beating this tutorial. Continue on to the next episode? Yeah, sure. Let's go. Plot twist is protecting Maya. She really did kill someone. It happens. Whoa! As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Whoa! 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 Phoenix, watch out! Whoa! 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 Crazy! Noodles! Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops... Whoa! Oh, that's so cool! You die. That was cool. Wait, that was awesome. I like that intro. June 15th, 9:12 a.m. So how long's it been? So April. It's been 2 months. Okay. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. Thanks, Apollo. I just did the math. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Oh. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. Imagine if he hasn't changed anything in his office. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. Ooh. Here being the legendary Wright & Co. law offices. Well, I think he's changed it a bit. Okay, Justice. Time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Huh? Oh.
Hello there! You found the right place. Welcome!
What's with this girl? What do you mean? This is what it looked like last time. You're right. He's always had that floating spaghetti there.
Well now, shall we begin?
Begin? What?
Right. First things first. Any special talents?
Talents?
Yeah, well, you must have at least one.
Well, I guess defending?
Defending? An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course.
You think so?
Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead. Show me. Defend.
She just starts punching him.
Just give it all you got. Don't hold back now.
But what are you talking about? I can't just defend here.
First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere.
Thanks.
We want people to be laughing with us, not at us.
Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all.
What? What exactly do you think you came here to do?
What? Defend? No?
Excuse me, but do you know where you are?
The Wright & Co. law offices, right?
Oh. Phoenix Wright died 7 years ago.
What? I was afraid of that.
Don't worry, you're not the first.
But what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge.
Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes.
Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning.
Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again.
What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency?
Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place.
That's awesome. That's an awesome slogan.
I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician.
It all came flooding back. The trial, that girl.
Hello, sir. Please pick a card.
Phoenix Wright's daughter. That's right. She's my daughter. Trucy Wright?
Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name?
Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Oh, hey. Phoenix Wright, age 33, a pianist who can't play a lick, formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Trucy Wright, age 15, future stage magician in training, apparently the daughter of Phoenix Wright. Okay. I have my doubts that it's biological. She has to be adopted. Pretty sure he didn't have a child at 18. I mean, he might have. Maybe not. I don't think so, because we saw his journey in his early 20s. Guessing she's adopted. Alright. Oh, look at the cute little new icons. Alright, let's talk. Wright Talent Agency. So, is this really a talent agency?
You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now.
2 people? Does that include you?
Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage show, paid too. I'm a professional, you know.
Right.
Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire.
Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano?
Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic.
At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. Alright, Trucy Wright. So, you're Phoenix Wright's daughter?
That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy. Get it?
Oh, she's so awesome. I love her. No.
I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree?
15? How old is Mr. Wright?
Daddy? He's 33 this year.
I'm sure. Yeah, Apollo's. I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. Yeah, Apollo's like, not sure about that one.
About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it?
You know about that?
Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal.
So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance.
Daddy, right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in.
Daddy's not here right now.
He's in the hospital. Oh, not again. Theory. Phoenix promised that if he lost, he'd adopt the child of the person who convicted the crime. Interesting. The hospital? Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better.
What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit.
Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close.
Right, well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thought, okay?
Wait, I'll go with you.
Okay. Whoa. Yo, Steel Samurai! June 15th, 9:45 a.m., Hickfield Clinic. Well, oh, there's the Pink Princess, Steel Samurai. Look at that. Wow, they've upgraded to DVDs. So this is Mr. Wright's hospital. Oh no! Why did he know? Oh. Out of all the characters to bring back from the previous games, why this guy? No. 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 Out of everyone they brought back, he hasn't even aged. Your visitors, are ya? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yep, Dr. Hickfield's the name. Good morning, doctor. No, leave her alone. Oh, hiya there, Trucy. Cute as ever. Leave her alone right now. I'm Trucy's protector right now. You leave her alone.
Is this Daddy's room?
Oh, yes, he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy?
I'm not reading that line. Doctor? Thank you, Phoenix. Please step in here. Stop. Kill this man. Doctor, the nurse was looking for you.
Why, if it isn't the daddy or the
Cutest little thing in town.
guess I'll be off. Later, Trucy. Leave her alone, you freak.
Wow, that was an odd bird, that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect to see you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright? Hi. I'm gonna examine stuff, because I was gonna examine stuff at the other place. Ooh. It's like, you can go up and down now. I was gonna examine stuff at the other place, but I didn't realize talking would move us. What's that on the TV? Looks like some sort of action hero show.
Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffling Samurai.
His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd.
I had no idea you liked this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know? Yeah, try not buying them. Now's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports. Your reports? It's a long story, like a lot of things, actually. Mr. Wright's bed, it's really messy.
Look how messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy?
Yikes, she's attempting to clean up. Look out. You got me. What can you say? What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Yeah, it might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play the piano. That's a cute piano. This looks like a child's toy piano. Gotta practice. Wouldn't want my fingers to get stiff. The pro always keeps his weapon close at hand. Shall I play you a tune? No thanks. How unfortunate. I so rarely get a chance to play.
Ah! Daddy! You snuck some grape juice in again. The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here.
Trucy, look at the label.
Oh,
Deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess. Okay, so that's pretty much confirming what I've been thinking the grape juice actually was. Okay. Grape juice. I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, okay? What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. Grape juice. Ah, yes. Grape juice. The swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. The Steel Samurai. The Nickel Samurai. Don't bring up that case. The Pink Princess. The Zappy Samurai. Electric Bugaboo. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Huh? Like a niece or nephew? Something like that. Oh, it's gotta be Maya, right? 100% Maya. Quite the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. Yeah. Anything else? No. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Wright. What happened? What happened? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Oh. Oh, he was hit by a car. You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air, only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. Oh my god! You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. Oh my god. About Trucy. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so...
Apollo, you can't say that.
Just say she's old, not big. And she's so big, not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child.
Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore.
I like Phoenix having a laughing animation now. It's cute. But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. Aw. My foot, I'm not buying it. No, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Apollo hates women. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius.
Aw, Daddy.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you. Alright, Wright Talent Agency. So, why did you contact me? What could the Wright Talent Agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now.
I didn't ask to be dragged in like this. Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway?
Well, yeah, of course. Help! We're in big trouble here at the office. Big!
I thought someone was dying.
So you didn't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them's in the hospital.
That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent
And the groceries. Oh! Oh! Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall.
Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid.
In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again.
No, I can't. I only just made friends. Oh.
I can't believe they're 100% guilt tripping Apollo.
How could you do this to me? To us, Polly? What? No, it's my fault?
On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright. I'll hear what you have to say.
You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker.
They were 100%. They planned that. To guilt him. Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Alright, who's our client? Alright, so who's the client? Oh yeah, here. Take a look at the map and I'll explain. This is the client. Last night I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indochine pasta joint. Alden Taze? Okay. I played piano there, of course. Okay. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck! You know what? This new Phoenix is kind of awesome. I kind of love him. He's great. You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Well, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Phoenix, like, there's a difference? Don't worry. Once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh?
Oh, Daddy, sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny.
Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now. The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. Oh, one more thing. Do look into my accident, too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. Okay. People Park. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. So he's going to make me investigate this after all. Map added to the court record. Alright. Here is my badge. What's that? Looks strangely familiar. How could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I guess some 7 years are longer than others. Alright. Let's move. Back to the talent agency. Hey, hey, hey! How long you planning on making me wait, eh?
Ah, good morning.
Oh. Hey there, Trissy doll. Sounds like your pops had a bit of a rough spot, eh?
All's well that ends well, I guess.
This is our client? Hey, so this is that Apollo fellow, eh? Oh, yeah? The name's Apollo. Look at him there, arms all crossed like ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Your noodle half-cooked. It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. Noodle?
You know Mr. Eldoon.
Okay. Mr. Eldoon.
From the noodle stand, don't you, Polly?
No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You know in these parts? Not really. And you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's Noodles. Whose noodles? My noodles! Help me out here, Trucy doll.
This is Mr. Guy Eldoon.
Okay.
Our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon.
Whoa. Anything for you, Trucy doll. Okay, before we do that, I actually want to look around here first. A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half?
That's right. This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag.
I've seen one on TV, but why is one just sitting here in your office?
Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats in the top, shirts in the middle, and pants down below. I think it's a nice touch, don't you?
Yay, we're cutting Apollo in half. It's not exactly what I call a welcoming decor. A blue silk hat, just like the one Trucy's wearing.
Oh, that's just for show. Don't wear it, please.
Last thought from my mind, honest.
I put it there so clients can see it and know who I am. Nothing says magician like a silk top hat.
There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano.
Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice. A professional never leaves their weapons far from reach.
But you can't play the piano with all this junk on it.
Oh, no one plays here anyway, and the neighbors complain.
I guess Mr. Wright really can't play. I want to hear him play piano. I need to. An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat.
That's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him someday.
Sure, nice. Guess it's good to have a role model, even if he's got to be well over 100.
How rude.
Okay, so she's psychic as well. The spaghetti. Whoa, that fork is floating! Not. Apollo, don't be rude. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here?
That right there is the whole reason I became a magician.
Do tell.
I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fort looked so real. That's when I knew someday I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti.
That's awesome. That's an awesome backstory, Tracy. You're the coolest ever.
Look! Don't touch Mr. Charlie! Oh, it's Charlie! It's the same plant!
Mr. Charlie?
He's been in this office much longer than I have. Daddy's mentor had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. Mia! He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney.
Huh. Mr. Charlie. Right.
Now I take care of him.
That table doesn't look very sturdy.
You've never seen one of these? It's a magic table.
So, like, you make this teapot disappear?
So you might think, but that's not it. Before your very eyes, the contents of the pot change from Earl Grey to Darjeeling.
I don't know how to say that. It's kind of hard to see the difference, I think. That's one of those hula hoop things everyone was crazy about way back then.
Really? I had no idea these were that popular.
I'm not so bad with one myself, actually. Please, Apollo, I need to see you hula hoop.
I'm still learning. So you can really make someone levitate with it? Show me.
No, I have no idea how. It's just a normal hula hoop, isn't it? Oh. Okay, is that everything? Oh. All these legal books must be Mr. Wright's leftovers. There's a lot of unrelated books in here, too. One Trick a Day, Magic for Idiots. You'd think a pro magician would aim a bit higher. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Noodle Guy. So, you run a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon? Guy Eldoon's the name. I forgot his voice. And noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for 1.5 years. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectations on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons.
That's a pretty old noodle.
Aye, and a fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh, there was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy.
Okay. So it was like destiny that you became what you are.
Right, destiny's the word, and oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles. Eldoon's noodles. So tell me more about Eldoon's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles. I make them so salty, why they're saltier than salt. No, I really don't want to find out.
Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand.
He frequented my pops' stand back in his attorney days, too. Yep, him and his assistant. Maya! I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny. Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now.
What do you mean?
It was stolen! He did say that. He did say it was stolen. My stand, gone. Stolen? Oh. It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle.
It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints.
Now you're just trying to butter me up. It sounded more like the blues than a whistle. I closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My cape, my castle, oh! Oh, maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. He's got some of his noodle hair in his mouth. All my noodle bowls were in there too. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. You know it. Anyhows, that's the deal. Good luck. Huh? Wait, what exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I'd make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls would kill a man. Then I'd really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Just Apollo's like, what is this universe? What is this world I live in? Get it back today if you can, Apollo. I got noodles to make. Okay. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves.
Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. So there was this guy. He stole my hat.
I have a bad feeling about this. Ah, listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel.
I lost something last night.
I was just joking. I didn't think she actually lost something.
That is, something was stolen.
Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery?
Well, someone stole a pair of...
No! No! Oh. Panties? Trucy's request. Alright, what's up, Trucy? Who stole your what? So they were, stolen? Your,
My panties, yes.
right, panties. Me too, Apollo. That's a crying shame, that is, Trucy doll.
I was alone in the office last night. I hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them.
Why is there a dog?
My favorite panties. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait.
Well, that was certainly brave of you.
But I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do.
A darn crying shame, yup.
Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient.
I'll mark it on your map. Okay. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Apollo. Right. And you help out Trucy doll there, too, you hear?
Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, now we have 3 cases.
I guess.
Let's see where we stand.
Not in a courtroom, that's where. Well, the first item on our list.
Phoenix Wright, Daddy's hit-and-run accident. We have to find the one who hit him.
Who's going to pay us for this again?
And the second item? Mr. Eldune's request, to find his stolen stand.
for which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles.
And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties.
That bowl of noodles is looking better and better.
Let's go, Polly, to the streets.
Aren't you enthusiastic?
How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me.
I guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. I miss mine. Oh, okay, where do we want to go? Accident scene or scene of the stand theft? Let's go to the accident scene. Alright, June 15th, accident scene. So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car.
According to the map, this is the place.
What a huge mansion.
Apollo, there's a nice-looking lady over there.
I need a spirit medium to bully, even Pearl too.
Let's question her.
Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there too. What is happening? Oh, hello.
Excuse me, can we have a few words with you?
You want something? Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating?
That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money.
Whoa, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kataki family mansion, little girl. You kid with the hair, you want something? Me? Nothing, bye.
Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kataki family. They're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town.
Oh my gosh. If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough. Oh, right.
Yay! Way to whip him into shape, ma'am.
Does she know no fear? I'm Plum Kataki, wife of the fourth head of the Kataki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. I'm little Apollo Justice Attorney-at-Law. I am just a wee little baby. If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Okay. Oh, who's that? She's looking at the park.
She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know?
There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in sort of a bit of a rush. Okay. Let's talk. The Katakis.
Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so...
Pearl? Pearl? Trucy? Sorry. Force a habit. Called you Pearl. Usually it's Pearl that says the messed up stuff. Yes. Whoa.
What is it, Apollo?
How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trucy?
Huh? That seems a little bit of a needless procedure.
I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters.
Oh, that means you're the bad guys.
Trucy, through me! Please! I am begging you here! The bad guys, I like the sound of that. I'm gonna need some warm tea after this. It takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So, you're saying that business is in a slump?
Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. Alright, last night's accident. So, there was supposedly a car accident here last night. Last night? Of course, you want to know anything about it. Sorry to bother you.
Wait.
Yeah? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away?
That's my daddy.
I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man.
Capo? Point man?
Could you avoid using too much industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Bah! Cleaning up this paint? Splattered paint. Is this paint spilled at the time of the accident? It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise and found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So you came to his rescue.
You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me.
But why are you out here cleaning it up?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you?
Please, go through me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. Yeah. But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see? How noble of him. I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Let's examine. There's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess.
Was this paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy?
That's right. And I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you?
Of course! Then you can make them clean up their own mess.
Oh, you're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. Oh, okay. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess.
Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that.
I'll bet you do. I laugh if my teeth were chattering so hard. Apollo's gonna cry.
Wow, what a big house! And the gate is so big.
The Kataki family's pretty big around these parts.
I like the fox. It's so cute.
Oh, that's our family crest from the old country.
Your family crest?
We're clever as the fox and our teeth are sharp.
So it's like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. Ooh, how about the scales of justice or a lunar lander?
I'll pass, thanks. A brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Those paints must have been to repaint this wall. That's right, I called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far. The third? The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So no, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. People Park, huh? Kind of an odd name for such an empty place.
I wonder why it's named that. Hey, there's something written on the gate post.
Huh? Oh yeah, it says, donated by Big Winds Kataki.
You mean the Kataki family built this park?
Is the artist by any chance Larry? Wait, that'd be awesome. Let's not get too friendly with them, shall we? A gangster building a park? Odd move for a crime boss. Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate.
I smell an incident.
Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Now don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home. Please, get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park.
You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous.
I swear that old lady is old back. Hey, miss! Stay out of the park!
He got mad at me.
Did something happen here, officer? Huh? No. Move along. Nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else?
We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney.
Something wrong? Ah! Detective Sky! We're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report. Yo! Emma! Detective?
Why is she wearing a lab coat?
You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed.
And these kids are...
Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers.
Huh, why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Want a dose of experimental, hydroxyacetylidune dose trace?
Come again?
Sorry, Gumshoe. Emma's here now. Your time is over.
What's hydroxy stuff?
Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Jersey.
Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would.
Yes, ma'am.
How are we gonna get more information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street?
Oh, yeah. That nice woman. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out.
A detective's life sure is a hard one.
I'm an attorney? Actually, huh?
2 pieces of garbage with paint on them.
These are slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital.
Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car?
It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone.
Wait, you don't think...
I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright.
Wow, when he took off its mirror?
I never knew Daddy was so strong.
I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which do you want to take?
Slippers? I don't know. Slippers for patients at the Miraculous Clinic, which was found in front of Kentucky Mansion. Slippers crammed in a pocket. Okay. Can I ask you a question?
What?
What happened in the park across the street? Oh, yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say.
Chicago, huh?
Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances too. Whoa. So we got 2 things stolen, we got a hit and run, and we got a murder. My guess is they're all connected. You're kidding. What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house.
Did something happen at your house, too?
A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it?
Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly.
So, what happened at your house? Bloomers. Last night. I got a bad feeling about this. Me little Plum Kataki, the victim of a panty snatcher.
What? So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen?
Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it? No! Of course not! Mercy! I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kataki's panties having much in common. I just imagine Mrs. Kataki's
I know, we'll find your bloomers, too.
Great! Show me what you're made of. What have you just gotten me into this time, Jersey? Oh, it's this lady again. That girl from before. Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
Hello, Mother.
She's a Kataki, too?
Miss?
Here, our flyer.
The Wright Anything Agency?
Anything agency?
Yeah. Do you like the new flyer?
Yeah, it has... From magic to the piano, even your defense, call now. That's adorable. We've gone from investigating murders to finding women's underwear.
So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice.
Attorney?
Drop by our office. We'll be waiting.
Goodbye. Why did you give her our flyer?
I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure.
Do these slippers mean anything to you? Okay. I don't think there's anything left to oh. I gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. And we'll find out in just a minute. I will BRB. Be right back. Gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one goes in unless you want a face full of hydroxy-a-day. What's it? The dice. Alright. Let's move. So, what's this place?
This would be Mr. Eldon's house, silly.
Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from? I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already.
Hey!
Look, there's a police car parked over there. Oh, Maractus Clinic. Bargain. 3 shots for the price of 1. You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place? A hospital?
There's a sign. Maractus Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went!
The thief?
The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night.
Wait, maybe that police car
is here? Wait, maybe that police car is here to find my panties.
I doubt it.
Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate.
Ah, there you are, Sonny. Well, you find anything yet? No, not yet. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. This is some truly riveting storytelling. Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy.
Look, a doggy. Good boy. Good boy, Salty.
I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yep, sure does. Named Spoon. And it's a she, by the way.
Spoon doesn't seem so lively.
She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. Poor little thing.
Apollo, let's find the stand soon for Spoon's sake. I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. This house is, well, it's old.
It's been well loved, that's for sure. I've lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character, though, just like my soup. Oh, I never read about them in the court record. Okay, we got things running. Dr. Hickfield, age question mark, a suspicious-looking fellow, though he's apparently is Mr. Wright's physician. Guy Eldoon, proprietor of the noodle stand Eldoon's Noodles, wants stolen stand found, age 46. Plum Kataki, age 42, wife to the 4th Kataki family boss, busy cleaning up paint spilled up by her friend cake. Mysterious woman encountered outside People Park, she seems concerned. Detective in a white lab coat, apparently in an extremely touchy mood. Alright. Oh no. It's got character though, just like my soup. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. I always thought character was a positive thing. Oh, we read this. That's the place, right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and pretty with that blue tarp there. So you use this plastic sheet to cover your stand at night? I see.
You see what? Did you figure out why it was stolen?
Well, no, but it does suggest that the thief knew what he or she was looking for. They clearly knew what was under that sheet. So it wasn't one of those casual drive-by stand snatchers, you mean? Not bad, sonny boy. Not bad at all. Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there.
Collecting rainwater to do the dishes. How environmentally conscious.
You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and to make the broth, do you?
Oh, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Taste is his business, you know. Look, that sign over there. Eldoon's only uses water from all natural sources.
I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light.
Save the light indeed. Mr. Eldoon's house is practically in the dark here.
I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight. Everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots. What's a man to do? They just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit. It seems like a lot of trouble to go through for a few extra patients. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car?
Maybe they're tax evaders.
Sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today.
Did something happen?
Oh, no, nothing to see here. Move along. Ooh. There's a lot going on today. You'll have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? I need a little more info on this Maractus clinic.
We could ask Mr. Eldoon. He is their neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there?
Looks like they have a special offer going on.
3 shots for the price of 1. Ooh, now's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you.
Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded.
That doorway sure is sparkly.
The Maractus Clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. They must be quite profitable.
Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation today.
Alright, let's talk to Mr. Noodles here. So your stand, Eldoon's Noodles, was it? I passed down from father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt, Salt runs in the family, you might say. I bet high blood pressure does too. So your stand, Eldoon's Noodles, was stolen? Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend. So sad, so sad.
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo.
Isn't it about time you bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m., I reckon. Guess he's not aiming for that late night market. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease, then I went inside. When did you notice it had been stolen? Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. That many people eat noodles for breakfast. I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That stand had my whole life in it, nay, my whole being.
They took everything.
All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they left one bowl. Look, there on the ground.
If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. So sad. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is.
That's it. That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran off to.
It's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, make it my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties. Okay. The garage, right? You don't think the thief lives here, do you? Feh! I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity here?
Let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly.
Rectus clinic.
Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front.
Feh! Probably gave someone food poisoning, I bet. Anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning. The police got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me. The neighbor. Feh! Not that I was surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. Feh! The wrong crowd? Never you mind about that. Okay, sorry, Sunny Bar. My interest is for my stand and my precious little house. Get cracking on that case. Find my stand. I'm begging ya. Okay. Oh, I can go into the garage. Great. Maractus Clinic garage.
This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. Clues like a pair of panties. Okay, Trucy, could you try not saying panties so many times?
Thank you, Apollo. You tell her. Alright, there's a cell phone? There's something about this car.
Let's take a closer look. Look, a cell phone.
Oh, there's also something in the muffler, too.
Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here.
We should bring it to him later.
Cell phone found in the Maractus Clinic garage beneath a car. Who could have dropped it? Can we examine it? Oh, actually, let's look at this. That reminds me. I once read a record. Oh, hey! I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, let me guess. There was something stuck in the muffler. Apparently, there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case.
Wow!
I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. Oh, Apollo's such a fanboy. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in there!
What?
Ooh. Wait a second. Are these your... My panties! What? Already? We solved the case.
Wow, thanks, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing.
No, really, don't mention it.
No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed.
He must have. Wait, those are awesome. Trucy's sick. He must have a nose for finding girls' panties. Okay. What are those?
My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. You're going to put them on now?
Apollo's freaking freaking out. He's like, what is wrong with you? Watch closely now. No!
See?
Nothing in the panties. Ta-da! Whoa! Where did that come from? How did that bowl get in your panties?
My panties are an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks.
Now I know why her parents abandoned her. Oh no. Magic panties.
They love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly.
You mean those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. Prop for performing magic found in an exhaust pipe of a car at the Maractus Clinic. Well, that's one case closed at least. Alright. Let's look at this. Examine the cell phone. Oh!
Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one.
It's kind of odd though. Was it stuck on a certain time?
What is?
I mean, if you wanted to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. Oh.
Hey, you're right.
Sharp, Apollo. This is the future. Thanks. Finally some respect.
So what does that tell you?
Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through the details, for one. Or maybe they just thought it was cool, huh, Apollo?
They did drop their phone after all. I kind of figured they were a little spacey already.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Something the matter?
I was just wondering if there was like a switch on these.
Of course not.
Huh. Mysterious.
Oh, do you want to know the secret?
No, no, no thanks. Who uses magic panties in a stage show anyway? Whoa.
The bottom is covered with paint.
Huh? What's this weird shape here?
Looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint.
So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. I got paint on my hand.
Apollo! I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape.
Alright.
What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade.
Oh, right. Something tells me we're not finished searching this garage anyway. Is there more? Oh. Oh! Hey!
Hey, look at that!
The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue.
What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly?
A clue? Let's see. No, not yet. Not that I can think of.
No, then what are you smiling about?
Well, I wasn't smiling. It was the dust in here. I thought I was gonna sneeze. Whoosh.
Don't make faces like that. Ouch! Are so misleading then.
I know yawns are contagious, but sneezes?
Well, I'm sure there's gotta be a clue somewhere. Let's keep checking things out.
Alright, let's go grab the mirror. Oops. There's a side view mirror with some paint on it in the trash can.
I can only carry one thing at a time in my pocket, you know.
But you have your magic panties that are extra dimensional space. Sure, let's swap the evidence, true, see if you would.
I'm on it.
Here, it's torn off the car that hit Mr. Wright was found in front of Kentucky Mansion. Alright, let's examine it.
It's cut clean off. I wonder what's in there.
Don't. There are bare wires hanging out.
Let's see. Wow!
What? Are you okay?
Tee, just a little joke.
Don't scare me like that.
You mean don't shock you? Zap!
Alright. Let's move. Oh, no. Let's move. Excuse me, just passing through, just passing through. Don't mind me. Alright. Yeah. Alright, now let's show her some evidence. I think I do have just the clue you got in mind.
Take that!
Take that.
My clue is this.
Whoa! It's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match.
I guess we could check it out.
Two pieces of garbage with paint on them. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go in a car?
It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone. Well, looks like we just solved a case.
So the car that hit Daddy last night.
It's sitting right in front of us. Yep.
Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo.
Gee. Thanks, Trucy.
Apollo!
Huh? What is it?
Now that we solved this case, we should go report to Daddy.
I'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though.
And this is hardly a case worth reporting.
Alright, let's finish our examination. There's a kitty up there! Look, it's a folding ladder.
Polly, that's called a step ladder.
Come on, I knew that was coming. She's just like her father. A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then?
It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together.
So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right?
Wait, huh?
You have to look past the form at the essence of the thing.
Can we talk about something else? Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Aw.
It's not coming down.
You do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. They're adorable. I love their dynamic already. They're silly.
Eek, someone's there. Oh, that's just a gold-painted human skeleton.
Just a human skeleton in painted gold?
There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think?
It screams something, that's for sure. Alright. Let's move. Let's go check on Mr. Wright. Can I talk to her? Yeah.
What, you want to see them again?
Well, if you must. No, I'm fine, really. Let's just put them away, shall we? Case closed.
What are you talking about? The case isn't closed until we have our thief.
Just find him on the side while you work on the other cases.
If it were that easy, we wouldn't need the police. If we don't need the police, then we don't need defense attorneys either, right?
Fine. I'll look for your penny surgery. Well, do we have any leads?
One moment. Alakazam! Alakazing!
Whoa! Where'd all this evidence come from? So what happens next?
That's it. Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah. Neat. Alright, let's go check on Phoenix. Huh? Mr. Wright's gone.
Maybe he's gone for an examination.
He'll probably be back soon. Let's wait.
I think it might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations.
Oh. Don't ask, Justice. You don't want to know.
Why don't we come back later?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, fine. We'll go. Bye. Where to go? What to do? Hello. Oh, I don't want that. No. This car belongs to someone at the Maractus Clinic, and it hit Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright sprained his ankle, and the car lost the side view mirror. This car versus Mr. Wright. Not quite the match of the century. Okay. Let's move. Do we need to show him anything? You know, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? Okay. He's got nothing for me. And I'm pretty sure we've exhausted his dialogue. Yep. So, and is there anything left to examine here? Nope. So let's move to Kentucky Mansion. Let's show her everything. Do you have anything to say about any of this? Oh, I found out who this mirror belongs to. Oh, you're tougher than you look. Spit it out, who was it? Ugh. Where do they live? I just forgot.
I remember Apollo. It was the Maractus Clinic.
Shh!
Why? I'm right, aren't I?
Maractus, eh? Yeah. Why is she so quiet all of a sudden? Is something wrong? No, give me no mind. And thanks for the info. Oh, interesting. Tracy, what do we do? Tracy. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Looks like, it looks ready to collapse. Better keep my distance. The television's been left on to an episode of The Steel Samurai. Looks like the same episode as before, must be his favorite. One moment, be back. Boo, I'm back. Did we get everything? Oh my gosh. I was like, I feel like we're missing something somewhere. Is this yours, Mr. Eldoon? Hey, there's the heart and soul of Eldoon's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles.
Wow, it does smell like noodles.
All my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back for me, sonny boy, I'm begging ya. Custom made Eldoon's noodle bowl, decorated with the Eldoon Noodles mascot. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh, look, I love these little personal touches.
Seems a shame to hide it on the bottom of the bowl. Huh? When I
touched it, the paint flaked off.
He must have painted it on by hand with warm, professional care.
After buying the cheapest paint he could find with cold, professional thrift.
It's the Aldoon's Noodles mascot, Mr. Salty. He's so cute.
Not a very endearing mascot, is it?
No, come to think of it. Looks a lot like you, Apollo, especially the red parts.
Can I help it if I like red? Alright, maybe now Phoenix will be at the hospital. Now that I've got the bowl. Okay, we got it. Yo, how goes it?
Daddy, how do you feel?
Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you youngins on the case. Let's old Daddy-O get some well-deserved R&R.
The elderly need their rest.
Okay, Trucy. Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found out if you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early.
Polly's amazing. He found my panties so quick.
Almost like he was the one who stole them. You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently, it was a doctor from the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, hey? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic.
Maybe something happened?
What is this Maractus Clinic anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime. The Kentucky family. The Kentucky family?
He did that on purpose.
Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. People park.
It looked like something had happened in the park.
Yeah, the body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case.
Right, let's ignore that and find the noodle stand.
Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to the Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid. We solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing. My panties! Trucy, stop! That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono.
Right, back to the office to plan our next move.
Okay, let's go. Oh, hello. You're the woman from the Kentucky place.
Yeah. I knew it! Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Will you come to the right place? Oh, this way, please.
Phoenix, if I'm poor, you have to be poor too. Thank you. My name is Alita Tiala. Tiala. I have a request. Your request? Let me guess. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? She looks so evil.
Maybe you can tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties?
No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé, I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him then?
He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? So what's your story? You frequent the Kataki mansion, yes? Are you a member of their, organization?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son.
The boss's son? So he's a gangster?
Yeah, but the Katakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life.
Okay, Alita.
I think you're onto something. Mrs. Kataki. I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. What happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park near the Kataki mansion.
There were a lot of police cars there.
Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol, but I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiance was arrested for this?
What sort of person is your fiance?
Your fiance is the Kataki family's only son, correct?
His name's Waki.
Waki Kataki. That's awesome. I brought a photo. Aw. Wait, he's awesome. I love him. Well, that's quite the photo. I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. Wait, I love him. He's great. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. What did they do to the blue badger? Oh, it says she's been updated. Alita Tiala, a woman who requested that I defend her fiance, age 21. Okay. Waki Kataki, age 19, the defendant, heir to the Kataki family empire, and Alita Tiala's fiance. Alright. Yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday.
Say, I'm a boss already of this agency.
Please help my Waki, please. Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. I prepared a letter of request. Oh. Letter of request added to the court record. Hold on. I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those.
Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime.
Alright, let's go. Look at the new detention center. I like to imagine that guard's the exact same guard from from the very beginning.
Polly, you look as happy as a clam in its shell.
For a lawyer, this is it. The place where the battle begins. I wonder if Apollo will ever fall in love with the prosecutor. La 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 la. You need something? Ah, yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Waki Kataki. Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while.
Drat. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back later then.
So much for that battle. Whoa! Whoa! Sick guitar! Sick guitar. Why did I say guitar? I saw the G and I said guitar. Sick motorcycle! So this is it.
My first murder crime scene. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's you kids again. Look, can't you find some other place to play?
We're not playing. We're investigating, aren't we, Apollo?
Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of... huh? Why does it say hit request on it? Miss Tiala must have used the Kataki stationery. Excuse me, coming through.
Sorry. Oh my god. He's so pretty.
I literally got jump scared by how pretty he was. Mr. Gavin! It's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies, but this is the first time I felt this way with them. Sorry! Hey, hi. Come here often. My name is Apollo Justice. Oh my god. Wow, what a line! Are you kidding me? Who says that? Who says that? He's hitting on me. But this is the first time I felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin? Like Kristoff? Any relation? You guys got that same hair? Oh my gosh, he's German. Oh no. Oh no, he's German. Not another German prosecutor. Fräulein, what is a sweet morsel like you? I don't know what accent I'm doing. What is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help?
Yes? The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in.
It's the most heteronormative line I've ever read. Yes, of course. Only straight people say stuff like that. We even have a letter of request. Ooh. It is. It's like super hot today. And ever since he showed up, it just got worse. I'm just sweating so much more. I'm like, whoo. You must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime.
Oh, really? I don't know how to do a German accent.
By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Very well. This way, Fräulein. Whee! Hey, what about me? Wow, this prosecutor is actually kind of... Who said he was a prosecutor? He's just some guy. June 15th, People Park. On that note, enjoy your investigation.
Thank you. Will we see you again?
Ask the Vin Fräulein. I'll be writing on it. I got that for some reason. Who was that? He was so hot. Eek!
Apollo, look! A corpse!
What?
Hey, it's just a mannequin.
Wow, it sure got me. Might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? I'm assuming this is Emma. Yeah. Oh, it's you. How did your kids get in here?
Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in.
Him again.
That glamorous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Has he been added to the court record?
Spitting image of Mr. Gavin, blew in the wind and left like the wind. How old is Emma now? Let's see. Let's do some math. 10 years ago, which is the first game took place 10 years ago, and she was 16, so she'd be 26? Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me? We have a letter of request? One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? I'm sure it'll tell us when it, like her actual age, when she gets added to the court record. She's pretty. She is very pretty. I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out. So, what's up with the mannequin there? Is taken the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was pulling the stand? So you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Skye. I'm in charge of this crime scene.
She doesn't seem that happy about it.
25. I was close. I was close. Head detective on the case, obsessed with forensic science, mood touchy. Doesn't seem that happy about many things.
I trust you know how to stay out of the way.
I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case.
Okay, Emma.
Anyway, so, what was that, hot guy's name that was just here? Hey there, no messing with the crime scene, okay? But we need to investigate.
Investigations are to be carried out by professionals, scientifically.
She's not gonna let us check out the crime scene, is she?
Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice.
I'd better check out what we came here to find at least. The noodle stand, I'm assuming?
Hey there, no messing with the crime scene.
But we need to investigate.
Apollo! Look, that stand! It says Eldoon.
I've noticed. Well, we've got the case of the missing stand at least. Well, the circumstances could stand to be better. Detective Skye?
Quiet, please. It's snack time.
She's awesome. I love Emma. Oh, she's still going. She's still going.
We're not making much progress here.
She must not be very busy.
I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years, and they won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life.
He? Who's he? An ex-defense attorney? Take a guess, Apollo. Does she... Detective Skye? Okay, quiet, please. Okay, she doesn't got anything to say.
She doesn't want to talk to us.
I'm just gonna exhaust the dialogue in case I need to do that for some reason. I doubt it though. Okay, do you got anything to say about this? If you could spare a moment to take a look at this.
Can't you see that I'm extremely busy? Eating snacks, yes. Busy eating snacks, I'd say.
This is going nowhere fast. Alright. I didn't think so. Alright. Let's move on. Let's get a move on. I don't think she's got anything to say. Hey, we found your noodle stand.
Oh, Mr. Eldoon. Hello.
Looks like he left.
And we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl?
Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. Sorry.
Oh, what a bummer.
Maybe, the detention center? Maybe Walkie will be there? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to examine you. Nope. Nada. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're back. Run into problems?
Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something?
Who, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem? No, no problem. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request. That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me! Alright, you're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing that on purpose, I know it. Murder! I like to imagine that that wasn't a conversation topic. It was just Apollo wanting to press the murder button on him. It's like, I need to murder this man. So, what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually.
Guess what? We found Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime.
Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was?
That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway?
A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her? You could say that. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. That would make her about the same age as me.
That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh, wait. Maybe you know the other guy, too.
That other guy?
That shining prince on the motorcycle.
Prince? the mysterious prince. Yeah, he was like hot or something. I have a feeling she might turn nice on them if they know their relation to Phoenix. Yeah, probably. Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Trucies. Indulge a concerned father. No, he was my prince. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he know? You know him? My guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin. Rock and roll god incarnate. Aw, yeah.
Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy.
So true. She's right. She's so right. I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. What was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Man, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park?
Yeah, that detective woman won't let us.
Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. I can't believe he kept it. That's crazy. Apollo, no! No! Not that guy! Apollo, don't think that! Don't think that! He would never! No! White powder. I hope it's not what I think it is. Just take it to her. It'll be fine, you see. Mr. Wright. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Okay. Phoenix. Oh.
The case. I think we should focus on finding more information about the case.
You seem to be having fun.
Of course. This is my first criminal investigation. And it's so mysterious. A noodle stand pushing a dead man along.
I think it was the other way around. The dead man was pulling the stand. But you're right about it being mysterious.
I knew it. More information. That's what we need.
Okay. I thought that immediately as well, not gonna lie. Me and Apollo were thinking the exact same thing. My thoughts was the fingerprint powder that he gave her. Because my mind didn't jump to that until Apollo said it, okay? So this must be the silk top hat Mr. Apollo mentioned. Mr. Apollo, whoa. Mr. Wright mentioned. Yep, there it is. Let's take a closer look. Huh?
Whoa!
You know what this is, Trucy?
I remember finding some...
I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. Oh no! No! I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. No! Trucy! This is getting more and more suspicious. White powder, mysterious white powder with the alleged ability to improve Detective Sky's mood. They're not being subtle at all with these jokes. Let's go talk to that detective. She's sure to know what that white powder is. Phoenix did drugs confirmed. He had a hard life when he wasn't an attorney. Oh man. Can you read the label? The bottle has a label on it.
Can you read it?
Not a word. I'm not sure I speak whatever language this is written in.
That's too bad. Guess we're stuck with this mysterious bottle of white powder.
Okay, Tracy. Okay, Tracy. Let's move. Let's go give this to Emma. Hi, Emma. I got a present for you. I got you some white powder. Does this ring any bells? Is that... It couldn't. Where'd you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Yeah, sort of.
Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy?
Daddy, I'm sorry. Who did you say you were?
Tracy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter.
What? Mr. Wright has a daughter?
You seem shocked.
Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice.
This powder is used for detecting fingerprints.
Fingerprints? Is that what we're calling it now?
I guess you could call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright.
White powder? White powder memories. Apollo, you need to stop talking. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know.
We'll dust for prints.
Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Okay.
Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. I think you need more than just scientific help. But ask me anything you like. Just ask scientifically. Came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body.
But why?
Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here.
Well, what was the cause of death?
A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. A pistol?
Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster.
Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Maractus.
I just received the autopsy report, in fact. Time of death, June 14th, after 10 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet to the right temple.
I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know.
Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand's owner is, Mr. Guy L. Oh, wait, I'm gonna check. Who's the L guy? Clavier Gavin, age 24, spitting image and younger brother of Mr. Gavin, an acquaintance of Mr. Wright. Oh my god, he's so pretty. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Who's this? Who's the old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself.
He's famous in this part of town.
Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right job for the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. Noodle stand. Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand. Victim died pulling it.
What sort of a person was the victim anyway?
You mean, what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here.
Me? I'm just the supervisor for this crime scene.
Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist.
Ooh, were you studying abroad?
Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. When I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that.
Why didn't you just become a forensics expert in Europe?
Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them.
Really? I had no idea. He never mentions you. He hates you.
If she's been out of the country for a while, she probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current, state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kataki family, yes? Waki Kataki. I don't know if he's the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around. Violently. In the detention center.
I see.
Why was he arrested in the first place? You're a defense attorney, aren't you?
You're not his by any chance.
Actually, yes I am.
Oh, we have a witness
To the moment of the crime.
The witness called the police.
They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow.
What?
Could you tell us a bit more about the victim?
Well, let's see. Apparently, he's the physician at a clinic in the area.
Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Maractus Clinic.
Oh, maybe that's why the cop car was parked there.
What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand.
I see. So that means
Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here? That would seem to be the case.
But why?
Don't ask me! Let's examine. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. A mannequin in place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed.
Do you think the victim was the noodle stand thief?
What, you think someone killed him because he stole it?
Yeah, taking care of business, little plum Kataki style.
Try not to sound too eager about that, please. There's gotta be a good clue or two around here.
You and your trash cans.
Go ahead, knock yourself out. Please, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look! Another pair of underwear?
Wow, Apollo, you're a genius at finding panties.
Stop saying that! Wait, these aren't...
They're not mine.
Could these have been stolen too? Bloomer is added to the court record. Found in a trash can at People Park. Distinctive bloomers, to say the least. Interesting. It's a knife.
A shiv, to be precise. Ooh, lingo. The defendant, Waki Kataki, is the son of known gangsters.
The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Look at this. There's a handprint on this shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint.
Let's investigate.
Oh, there we go. We're investigating.
Right, first choose the fingerprint you want to examine.
Choose a fingerprint?
Look closely at the handle.
Oh, that's so cool. They're doing this.
See, there's more than one fingerprint here. Those black spots?
That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze. That one?
Right. Let's get detecting.
Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement.
First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. With the press of A, like this, see? The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it on. And blow it off. Blow? It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just use Y and... Wow, amazing! It's like magic. Isn't it though?
Great, let's give it a shot.
Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder.
Okay.
Quite impressive. Next, to match the print, the police office has samples so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to.
That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Alright. Let's see who it belongs to. I have a guess it's gonna belong to Walkie Kataki. Just a hunch.
Okay, pick the person whose print you think it is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already.
Is it Walkie? Oh hey, there's the guy. Pal Maractus. Oh, I got it. I got the joke. I was like, his name's so weird. What's the joke? Okay, I get it. I get it now. Malpractice. Okay, got it. All right, is it Walkie's? Who could have saw this coming? So the fingerprints do belong to the defendant.
Yes! Isn't it amazing? The power of science. It's my life. Apollo, she's sparkling.
And I'm dimming.
Look sharp. Spirits up. The real fight is yet to come. Chin up, Apollo.
The trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing. Knife added to the court record. Also known as a shiv, found at the crime scene bearing Walkie's prints.
So, have you met the defendant?
No.
Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center.
You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? How old is Apollo, by the way? I don't know. I'm assuming... he said that he was in high school at the same time she was, so he's about her age, I'm assuming. So he's probably the same age as, like, Clavieri. So he's probably, like, 24, 25. You know, the same age. I'd say he's in the age range of, like, 23 to 25, probably. Probably the same age, roughly, Phoenix was in his first game. Cal Maractus, the victim, age 46. Director of the Maractus Clinic, died pulling the needle stand.
Don't worry, it's like a Wright tradition.
Some traditions I can live without. Alright, let's go to the detention center then. I have to ask these questions before shipping. Well, he's an adult because he went to law school. And he's a lawyer. Oh, I'm sorry. Meeting hours for the day are all done. But we still have 3 minutes. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in the private room with him.
The father? You mean like a priest?
Oh, I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kataki himself. Oh. Not someone I care to meet. Die, you! You're the one on your way out, old... They're here. Oh. Whoa, this guy radiates power. One sec. We'll just stare at Mr. Kataki here for a minute. He's scaring me. Just checking something. Alright, there we go. Whoa, this guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? You You Walkie's lawyer? Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wins Kataki, 4th head of the Kataki family, capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son, Mr. Justice. Yes? My son's innocent. He's killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear. Gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. Oh my god, I don't feel so good. What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like I'm a kid no more, not now. You know what? I wanted to go to the clink. I like it here. He's like a kitty cat. He's a kitty cat. That's what his design is. He's got like the little lines for whiskers and the little hair tuft, just like his ears. He's got a kitty cat design. You must be Walkie. A G's not a G till he does hard time, bizoy. You'll see, when I get out of here, things will change. Silence! He's awesome. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. Ooh. Okay. So much for talking to our client.
But we made so much progress today. Even found my panties. I had fun at least.
Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial?
Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
Okay, let's go. Let's just get into the courtroom before we end the stream for today. June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today?
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yeah, he smiled when he said we'd be fine. As long as you're there, Trucy.
Yeah, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Hear.
Okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine!
That sounds more like a self-mantra than a voice training.
I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so, good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? No, not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo.
My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. June 16th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Wow, crazy! Crazy seeing you here. Come here often. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, Judge?
Ah, it's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor.
It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say nine to your fans when three of your singles go platinum, yeah? Oh, I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world.
It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Ooh. It was worth canceling a show or two.
Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court.
Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious?
It is a court of law.
That's no way to get the crowd jumping, air judge.
They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom.
Achtung, baby. Today we play it my way.
What's that noise?
Sometimes you just have to get on. You have to get up. Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting.
This is crazy.
The victim, Paul Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, people bark. He was found pulling a noodle stand.
What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand?
Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant, right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim.
What do you mean, undeniable?
If you are to glare at anyone, Air Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was bitchness quite clearly, you see.
Very well. Please admit this witness to the court.
Whoa! He's so cool! Nine, not yet. First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
What is it, Prosecutor Gavin?
The motive, Air Judge. Why did that little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic?
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that.
Oh? But if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning. I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said.
Walkie's awesome. What?
What is right?
They always say that on stage, you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity.
Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. And we will do so. No, hold on. We will do so next time. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been fun. It's been fun. We met, our prosecutor. I wanted to at least get that far, and oh my god, I'm in love. We completed the tutorial. And probably stream tomorrow. Probably. On that daily stream grind. Thank you guys for showing up. It's been fun. I'm gonna send y'all over in a raid.